See, zinc, cadmium and mercury does not belong to transition elements because zinc, cadmium and mercury, this is atomic state. In this atomic state, they have D10 electronic configuration, completely filled electronic configuration is present instead of atomic state. If the atomic state is completely filled as well as in ionic state, Zn plus 2, cadmium plus 2 and mercury plus 2. In ionic state, this is the common oxidation state. In plus 2 state also, they have completely filled d orbitals. The d orbitals are completely filled. Electronic configuration is present. So that's why zinc, cadmium, mercury does not belong to transition elements. See, one doubt will come. What is the doubt? Copper, silver and gold. Copper, silver and gold. Copper, silver and gold. These are having exceptional electronic configuration. Copper, silver, gold general electronic configuration is N-1D10 NS1. One electron will jump from Ns to N-1. See, in atomic state, d orbitals are completely filled, but in ionic state, in plus 2 state, copper plus 2, silver plus 2, gold plus 3. In ionic state, what is ionic state? M plus 2 electronic configuration of copper, silver, gold means 2 electrons we need to remove. First, 1 electron is present in outermost shell, Ns, and along that 1 electron means in plus 2 state, N-1D9. N-1D9. D9 means 1 unpaired electron is there. It is not completely filled. When the d orbitals of d subcell will completely fill, if they having 10 electrons present, means D10, it is completely filled. D9 means 1 orbital is half filled. Means d subcell contains total 5 orbitals are present, dxy, dyz, dzx, dx square, y square and dz square. Out of that, each orbital contains maximum 2 electrons. That's why if d subcell do you want to completely fill means maximum 10 electrons are required. If 9 electrons means 1 d orbital is partially filled. Or partially filled electronic configuration is present for copper, silver, gold in ionic state. Copper, silver, gold in ionic state. That's why copper, silver, gold also considered as transition elements. But zinc, cadmium, mercury, either in atomic state or in ionic state, they doesn't have partially filled electronic configuration present in d orbitals. Hence, copper, silver, gold, hence zinc, cadmium, mercury does not belong to transition elements. Okay, clear? Now let's see. The D block elements generally classified into 4 series: 3D, 4D, 5D and 6D series. Total they are divided into 4 series: 3D, 4D, 5D and 6D series. 3D series belongs to 4th period. The 3D series elements Z is equal to 21, starts from 21 to 31. Scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, ferrous, cobalt, nickel, copper, zinc. So 3D series elements are very important. In this chapter, we need to discuss about that characteristic properties of 3D series elements mainly. We need to concentrate about that. What are the important characteristic properties of transition elements? That mainly we need to discuss about 3D series. Only. Okay, clear? Now, see, 3D series means it belongs to 4th period. Scandium Z equal to 21. Titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, ferrous, cobalt, nickel, copper, zinc. Now, after that, remaining 4D series belongs to 5th period, 5D series belongs to 6th period, and 6D series belongs to 7th period. The remaining elements we need to remember group wise. 3rd B group or third group. What is that? What are the elements present? Zinc, scandium, yttrium, lanthanum, and actinium. Scandium, yttrium, lanthanum, and actinium. Lanthanum and actinium. Lanthanides. After lanthanum, those are called lanthanide elements. But lanthanum belongs to D block elements. After actinium, those are belongs to actinide elements. But actinium is a D block element present in third group. Present in a third group. It is also denoted as third B group. It is also denoted as third B group. Next, fourth B group or fourth group. Titanium, zirconium, hafnium, and rutherfordium. Rutherfordium. If you observe that lanthanum to hafnium, middle 14 elements are present. The 14 elements are called the lanthanide elements. Actinium to rutherfordium, that middle 14 elements are present. That 14 elements are called as actinide elements. Total 14 lanthanide elements and 14 actinide elements. The total 28 elements are placed in the bottom of the periodic table, known as F block elements. Known as F block elements. Next, vanadium, nibirium, tantalum, and dubinium. Those are belongs to fifth group and also denoted as fifth B group. Okay, chromium, molybdenum, tungsten belongs to sixth B group. Manganese, technetium, rhenium belongs to seventh B group. Ferrous, ruthenium, osmium, cobalt, rhodium, iridium, nickel, tellurium, platinum. These total three groups. These three group elements, the total 3 plus 3 and 3, 9 elements are denoted as 8B group. 8B group. Okay. This 8th group, 9th group, and 10th group. 8, 9, 10. These three groups are combined and denoted as 8B group. Ferrous group and cobalt group and nickel group. Okay. Ferrous, ruthenium, osmium, cobalt, rhodium, and iridium, nickel, tellurium, and platinum. Those all denoted or belongs to are represented by 8B group. Next, copper, silver, gold are denoted as 1B. Zinc, cadmium, mercury. That group is nothing but 12th group. The 12th group is denoted by second B, 2B, Roman numbers 2B. Okay, like P block elements, 1A to SN P block elements, how the Roman numbers came? First year, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year, sixth year, seventh year, like how came? And for D block elements, they given the Roman numbers representation, third B, fourth B, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth B, and 1B and 2B. 2B group is nothing but 12th group. 1B is nothing but 11th group. What are the group present? What are the group elements present in 8B group? 8B group means 8, 9, 10. 8, 9, 10. These total three groups are denoted as, are represented as 8B. 8B, Roman number 8B. Okay. So this is the common representation. So 3D series, atomic number Z starts from 21, ends with 30. 4D series, atomic number Z starts from 39, ends with 48. Next, 5D series, atomic number Z initial starting number is 57. After that, 72 and continues up to 80. Up to 80. Next, 6D series, starting actinium Z equal to 89. Next, rutherfordium Z equal to 104. Up to 100. 104, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 111. Up to 111 will come. Okay. The next 111, 112 belongs to P block element. But 6th, 7th period or 6D series is incomplete. Incomplete period. What is the general electronic configuration of D block elements? D block element general electronic, yesterday only we discussed n-1d 1 to 10, ns 1 to 2, where n-1, where n is equal to valence shell, here n equal to 4 means 3D series element general electronic configuration, argon 3d 1 to 10, 4s 1 to 2, 4s 1 to 2. Next 4d series general electronic configuration krypton means Z equals 36. 36 4d 1 to 10, 5s 1 to 2, 5s 1 to 2. Next 6d series general electronic configuration xenon means before one noble gas configuration is coming. Xenon 54 up to 54 electrons completed. Later 4f 14, 5d 1 to 10, 6s 1 to 2, 6s 1 to 2. This is the general electronic configuration of 5d series. However, 6d series is incomplete, so no need to discuss about 6d series. Okay, so this is the general electronic configuration of 3d, 4d and 5d series elements. Now here in d block elements, some exceptional electronic configurations are present. What are the important exceptional electronic configurations that we need to discuss? Exceptional electronic configuration. When exceptional electronic configuration will come for any atom in atomic state, in order to get stable electronic configuration. What is the stable electronic configuration? Half filled or completely filled electronic configuration is present. It is called stable electronic configuration. In order to get stable electronic configuration, some of the ns electrons are jumps from ns to n-1d orbitals, n-1d orbitals. Then they are getting exceptional electronic configurations or abnormal electronic configurations are existing in d block elements. Mostly exceptional or abnormal electronic configurations are existing in d and f block elements. So in d block elements, what are the important exceptional electronic configurations present in 3d, 4d and 5d series elements? Present in 3d, 4d and 5d series elements. Now we need to discuss. Okay, clear for all? Let's see. First, in 3d series elements, chromium and copper. In first piece only we have discussed first year atomic structure in that chapter. This total information I gave. And how to write electronic configuration, also rules and everything we discussed. So then you have to revise once first PUC electronic configuration concept in atomic structure. Atomic structure chapter. See chromium in 3D series. Chromium. Z equal to 24. Actually, manganese electronic configuration you have to fix. Manganese Z equal to 25. Z equal to 25 means argon 3d5 4s2. According to that, chromium actually generally its electronic configuration argon 3d4 4s2. 3d4 4s2. It is normal, but how many, in order to fill half filled n-1d cell means actually it completely filled means 10 electrons. Half filled means 5 electrons. For chromium, in order to get stable electronic configuration, how many electrons are required? Just 1 electron is required for the orbitals. That's why that 1 electron is taking from 4s to n-1d orbitals. Then it is existing in argon 3d5 4s1. 3d5 4s1 is very important man. Existing in 3d5 4s1. The same way copper also. So copper and zinc you have to compare. Zinc 30, atomic number is 30. Its electronic configuration is argon 3d10 4s1. Generally copper Z equal to 29. It's normal electronic configuration C. Normal electronic configuration is 3d9 4s2. But in order to get exceptional electronic configuration or abnormal electronic configuration, why they are getting abnormal electronic configuration? For acquiring stability. When stability will come, either half fill or completely fill. Either half fill or completely fill. So copper, what happens now? If D9, 9 electrons already present, when it will become completely filled, it acquires 1 electron. That's it, absorbs 1 electron, then it existing in 3d10 4s1. 3d10 4s1. That's a copper electronic configuration. That exceptional electronic configuration is 3d10 4s1. Now, in 3d series, only 2 atoms existing in exceptional electronic configuration. What are those? Chromium and copper. Chromium and copper. But in 4d series, total 6 elements or 6 atoms are existing in abnormal electronic configurations. What are those? Neodymium, next molybdenum, next ruthenium, rhodium, next palladium and silver. Total 6 came. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's see. Actually, vanadium and neodymium. Vanadium means D3S2, means 3 electrons. Generally, these 3 electrons present in d orbitals, 2 electrons present in s. Okay, but in neodymium, 1 electron it acquires, then it existing in 4d4 5s1. 4d4 5s1. And chromium and molybdenum, however, it is abnormally existing in 4d5 5s1 to get half fill electronic configuration. Neodymium, instead of d3, d4 came. Molybdenum, instead of d4, d5 came. Okay, next. See this ferrous group. Ferrous, ruthenium, oxygen. Generally it is D6S2. But instead of existing D6, the ruthenium is existing in D7. Ruthenium is existing in D7. Let's see here. D7 5s1 means 4d7 5s1 means 1 electron jumps from s orbital to d orbital. Instead of d6, d7 is present. Nickel, ruthenium, cobalt, rhodium, iridium. Actually, cobalt is D7s2. But rhodium is existing in 4d8 5s1. 4d8 5s1. Okay, next. Nickel, palladium, platinum. Nickel, palladium and platinum. That nickel is generally D8s2. Means 28 electrons, D8s2. But the palladium is existing in D10, 4d10 S0, 5s0. 4d10 5s0. See, palladium. 4d10 5s0 is existing. Okay, clear? Next, silver. Copper, silver, gold. All are existing in D10 S1. So, silver also 4d10 5s1. 4d10 5s1. These are the abnormal electronic configurations or exceptional electronic configurations present in 4d series. What are those? Neodymium, molybdenum, ruthenium, rhodium, palladium and silver. Okay, now in 5d series, the exceptional electronic configurations present in platinum and gold. Platinum. See, nickel, palladium, platinum. Instead of D8S2, it will come D9S1. And gold, we know very well. D10S1 means 5d10 6s1. 5d10 6s1 electronic configuration is existing in a gold. In order to get completely filled electronic configurations, these are the exceptional electronic configurations present in D block elements. See, starting only I draw the total 3D, 4D, 5D series elements. There I written with the arrow of HCP electronic HCP structure. HCP structure means what? My hexagonal closed packing structure. Next BCC structure I written. BCC means body centered cubic crystal structure. Next again HCP I written, hexagonal closed packing structure. Sorry. Next CCP or FCC I written. Once you observe that CCP or FCC. What is that CCP? Cubic closed packing structure or face centered cubic crystal structure. Okay, like that, these are all D block elements. Mostly they are existing in crystalline state, because these all are existing in metallic form. All are good metals except mercury. These all metals are existing in solid state or crystalline state except mercury. Mercury is liquid state metal. Mercury is a liquid state metal. So that's why these all metals having either HCP crystalline structure or BCC crystalline structure or CCP crystalline structure. CCP or FCC crystalline structure. Already in solid state we have discussed cubic crystal structure. So like they are existing in the crystalline structure, already I denoted, so go through that. That is also important mark. Okay, exceptional electronic configurations and the crystal structure we are discussed there. So electronic configurations of 3D series is very, very important. Let's see. So once go through that recorded video in that tabular form. Okay, students. Element, atomic number and electronic configuration. Electronic configuration. 3D series elements only I will give examples. Scandium, Z equal to 21. Its electronic configuration argon 3D1 4s2. See, this 2 indicates yes. S orbital. This 1 indicates D electron mostly. 2 1 means 4s2 3d1. Titanium 22. Argon 3d2 4s2. Vanadium 23. Argon 3d3 4s2. Chromium 24. Exceptional. 1 electron will jump. Then it is existing in argon 3d5 4s1. 3d5 4s1. Next, manganese 25. Argon 3d5 4s2. Ferrous 26. Argon 3d6 4s2. Cobalt 27. argon 3d7 4s2, nickel 28, nickel 28, argon 3d8 4s2, copper 29, exceptional. One electron will jump from 4s to d. Then it is existing in the electronic configuration is 3d10 4s1. Zinc 30. 30 means don't think 2 3 0. Argon 3d10 4s2, completely fluid electronic configuration is present, as well as ionic forms electronic configurations also. For example, scandium plus 2. Scandium plus 2 electronic configuration is argon 3d1. Scandium 3 plus argon 3d0. Plus 2 means first you remove that outer shell electronic configuration. Plus 2 charge is present means we need to remove 2 electrons. First you remove from 4s. Still more charge is present means you have to remove from d. Scandium plus 2 means 4s2 I removed, that's a 3d1 chain. Scandium plus 3, argon 3d0. 3d0 means there is no electrons present in 3d. Simply we can write argon also. Means 0 electrons. And here very important for ionic state electronic configuration, in which we need to identify that how many number of unpaired electrons present. Unpaired electrons concept also important. In scandium plus 2 have 1 unpaired electron is present. Okay. Scandium plus 3 0 unpaired electrons. There is no unpaired electrons. All electrons are paired in the valence shell. Next, titanium plus 3. Actually plus 3 means here 2 and 1 we need to remove. Then argon 3d1. Argon 3d1. Mn plus 2. Mn plus 2 means you remove 2 electrons from 4s, then 3d5. Argon 3d5. Mn plus 5. Plus 5 means 5 electrons we need to remove. Manganese, here 2 and here 3. 2 plus 3, 5, and still argon 3d2 will come. Like see, nickel, Ni plus 2. Nickel plus 2 means argon 3d8. Nickel, argon 3d7. Like ions electronic configuration is also very important. Ions electronic configuration is also very important. So, for ions electronic, among the following, what is the correct electronic configuration? That questions they are asking in board examination as well as in objective examination. Or write the correct electronic configuration of Mn plus 2. Write the correct electronic configuration of chromium and copper. Like that questions they are asking in 1 mark. Okay. Next, let's see. Characteristics of transition elements. Transition elements are mainly 3D series. We need to discuss. See, transition elements exhibits different properties. Have typical properties or different properties. Typical properties or different properties is due to first one, small size, small atomic size. The second one is high nuclear charge. So they have in small size, high nuclear charge, and presence of unpaired electrons in d orbitals. Presence of unpaired electrons in d orbitals. These are the main important reasons for the transition elements exhibiting typical properties or various properties. What are the reasons, ma? The first one is small size. If it having small size means obviously it having high nuclear charge. Small size, high nuclear charge, and presence of unpaired electrons present in d orbitals. Due to these reasons, the transition elements are exhibiting different properties or typical properties. What are those? These are what are the typical properties? These are exhibit variable oxidation state. So they having different types of oxidation states are present for d block elements or transition elements. The second one is variable oxidation state is first one. The second one, they having magnetic properties. Already magnetic properties we discussed in solid state. Paramagnetic and diamagnetic and ferromagnetic properties are present for transition elements. And they having color properties. Color properties for ion and its compounds, and in its compounds. Having catalytic properties. Having a catalytic properties. The next one, they form complex compounds. The next one is they form alloys. And next one is they form interstitial compounds. These are the various properties of transition elements. Why they are exhibiting these various properties is means mainly